Coach education is designed to help coaches promote the mission of Special Olympics, to enhance coaching skills, and keep up to date regarding current rules and training techniques. We are exploring new ways to reach more coaches across the state. We are piloting a new coach education format where you will watch the coach education video at your convenience, but before the beginning of your sports season. After the completion of this video, you will complete the gymnastics quiz. The sports certification will help enable you to coach Special Olympics athletes. This certification will be good for 3 years. Thank you to the coaches who have started their preparations on our coaching levels. There has been a fair amount of confusion regarding this process, so I will attempt to break it down further. Coaches only need to take the courses listed for their level. Courses not listed are great information for you to have, but are not needed for certification purposes. We would like all volunteers who are working with athletes to be Level 1 assistant coaches. At this level, you would need your concussion training as well as a sport-specific training to be renewed every 3 years. Those individuals that only want to coach, this is all you need. No need to change anything you are currently doing. Coaches who want the ability to protest at state level competitions would also need to take the Level 1 Sport Assistance course or the Coaching Unified Sports course if you are a unified sports coach. The course you choose will need to be taken one time. We have moved Principles of Coaching to Level 3. Coaches who want to continue their education and be eligible for U.S. Games can proceed to Level 2 Coach. You will need to have the Level 1 certification first, plus complete the Level 2 Coaching Assistance course. Coaching Special Olympics athletes is a course that SONA is currently finishing, and when complete, it will also be a requirement. Coaches who want to be responsible for the total practice environment and be eligible for U.S. and World Games can progress to Level 3 Head Coach. You would need to have Level 1 and Level 2 certifications in addition to taking the Principles of Coaching course. Head coaches will also be required to take additional courses to maintain their certification. The role of the coach is multidimensional, complex, and challenging. It is also one of the most rewarding aspects of being involved in sport. The coach facilitates the athletes to engage in sport with peers, opponents, supporters, and to encourage themselves to improve. Coaches must take on numerous roles as they engage with athletes, family members, officials, and other stakeholders. Roles can range from teacher to advisor, mentor to motivator, all of which are important roles supporting the athlete. Before beginning any form of physical activity, you should always carry out a warm-up. A warm-up should be designed to help prepare the body and mind for physical activity and reduces the risk of injuries. It is recommended to carry out a comprehensive sport-specific warm-up for at least 15 minutes prior to starting training, activities, or competition. Warm-ups should include 3 specific components: aerobic activity to raise heart rate. This can be walking, jogging, cycling, or skipping. 2, dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretching involves active, controlled movements that bring the body parts through a full range of motion. And 3, sport-specific movements. Skills or movements which are core to your sport. Movements that the athlete will complete in training or competition. You want to cool down when your training, practice, or sport session is complete. You should always cool down. It is just as important to have a good cool down as it is to have a good warm-up. A good cool down allows the body to gradually return to a state of rest. Cool downs are perfect opportunities for coaches to carry out a debrief session with their athletes and to review the session they have just had. Ask your athletes some open, informative questions that will make them think about the session and what they would have learned. In addition to the athletes reinforcing the coaching points you have given them, it also gives you, as a coach, the opportunity to see what works for each athlete as an individual. Coaches should also use this time at the end of practice to encourage healthy habits, educate athletes on the importance of staying active and eating healthy outside of practice. All training sessions should be planned prior to arrival. This reduces on-the-spot pressure on the coach. It results in a better training session for the athletes and allows for better progressions of trainings as sessions go on. We want to facilitate athletes. All sessions should be athlete-centered and should consider the individual needs of each athlete when it comes to progressions. We want to adapt. Session structure should not be rigidly followed. Coaching is dynamic, meaning that it must be adjustable in the case of something unplanned happening. This means that your plans should always have several options included. You should be prepared with a backup activity, a progression, or a simplified activity if you find it is simply not working as planned. If it's not working as planned, that is okay. It happens to all coaches. The difference is that effective coaches are prepared for it. Reflect. Reflection is a key component of the coaching process. It presents coaches with the opportunity to self-analyze and self-improve after a training session. Athletes may sign up for 2 events during gymnastics. When registering for these events, make sure to reference the Special Olympics International's rules and sign your athlete up for the correct competition level. Events offered for gymnastics. Level A, assisted vault, assisted floor beam, assisted floor exercise. Level B, vault, wide beam, floor exercise. Level C, vault, beam, floor exercise. For level 1, 2, and 3, we have vault women, floor exercise women, beam women, uneven bars women, vault men, floor exercise men, parallel bars men. Level A, skill list designed for athletes who cannot stand and or perform without the assistance of wheelchairs, walkers, or spotters. Vault uneven bars, balance beam, floor exercise. Level B, skill list designed for lower level athletes who can perform independently. Vault, uneven bars, balance beam, floor exercise. Level C, compulsory routines for lower level athletes. The emphasis is on developing basic skills and combining those skills into routines on all apparatus. Vault, uneven bars, balance beam. Level 1, compulsory routines that build on the skills in Level C and provide progressions for higher level routines. Vault, uneven bars, balance beam, floor exercise. Level 2, intermediate level compulsory routines. Vault, uneven bars, balance beam, floor exercise. Level 3, optional voluntary routines with recognizable gymnastics skills. Special requirements are listed for each event. Vault, uneven bars, balance beam, floor exercise. This concludes the training session for gymnastics. You will now be directed to complete the gymnastics quiz. Upon successful completion of the quiz, you will receive your gymnastics certification. Thank you for your hard work, dedication, and countless hours you provide to ensure that athletes and partners have a rewarding experience with Special Olympics. Reach out to me at bpolk@somt.org for any gymnastics questions, or join us on the third Thursday of each month for Inside the Huddle, as the SOMT sports team will be available to answer sports-related questions. Good luck and have a great Summer Games cycle.